La 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 la.
6 episodes in, and you still aren't with it.
I am passionate about my music.
Hey, listen, we're still on beat, so I mean, we're pretty on tune. We're really too. I'll take it. That's right. You're hearing. This is our Kidney Cast, episode 6. You're with the Kidney Boyz.
That's us.
Yep.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Ryan.
And we are
the Kidney Boyz.
I feel like we have to say that. It's like a cool little thing we do.
Kidney Boyz. Well, since we're going through all this, we got our monitor up finally. Not sure how well it's going to show in there.
Sort of
the
see.
Light.
Yeah.
I wonder if I hit the light, if it'll show a little better.
Then we will be in the dark.
It'll show the pictures a little bit.
Hi, this is the Dark Cast.
This is the Dark Cast. So no, this is the pictures from the Donor Dash this past weekend.
Yes.
Where I ran and everyone else on the team walked.
I ran so fast, he didn't even see me run.
I ran it in under 40 minutes, so hey, I'm proud of myself.
I ran
was
in under
567th place out of 2,000 people. So
and he doesn't even train.
I don't. I run this once a year. That's it. It's the only time I run is for this.
Imagine if you do just 10
But
minutes.
if you can't see the shirts there, I'll stand up so you can see our shirts. Our team manager helped us out with it. We created a design. She got done. You got slid over. There you go.
Oh.
Hashtag positive thinking. The Kidney Boyz, Donor Dash 2019. So we're
Thank you,
hoping
Nicole.
we appreciate it. We hope to be come back next year.
Manager of the year.
Bigger team. Manager of the year. Man, you hype on that.
How much we had this year? We had
6,
11 members.
I lost track. So you have.
Because we had some little members.
Yeah, we did. We had my daughter was there. Sienna was with us right here. You had me. You had Jeff. So that's
manager.
You had manager. Her son in the background, Matthias.
He's on the side.
So that's 5 right there. Then you had.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12.
13 maybe. 13. So you had 5. Then you had Jen Hall, her daughter Haley. You had your mom.
Yeah.
And my mom.
Yeah.
Donna.
Yeah.
Aunt Mare, Aunt Sue.
Yeah.
So that's 11, I think. I lost count of fingers.
We had
12,
and
then 12
man.
would be Jess. Yes, my sister-in-law. So you had all of us there representing Team Kidney Boyz.
First year for Team Kidney Boyz.
We're hoping to keep this
so
team
12
going.
this year. We would like to double it next year.
Yep.
We want to see 24 members next year.
At least 24 members. It'd be nice. Except donate. You get a shirt.
Right.
We were wearing it. Probably change up the color maybe scheme a little bit for 2020.
But also depends, because
You want it depends.
It depends if we blow up by then. If we become Godzillionaires, guys, we're gonna have people walk for us. We're just gonna sit down hold us in the chairs.
So speaking of walking, so yes, I ran the 5K. And then right after I got finished running, we had to walk as a team.
Yes, we
and
did.
I carried my daughter the entire way
That is.
after running. So it was 1.8 miles, basically 2 miles because of back and forth. We got some pictures done, all that kind of stuff. It was a lot. And I was able to do it. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. Like I said, I don't train to do this stuff. I do carry my kids all the time, so it wasn't a
do
big
it for
issue.
fun, man. Honestly,
But it's for a good cause. And like I said, it's for fun, but it's for a good cause to get the word out about organ donation. And that's why we do what we do here at the Kidney Boyz headquarters. This is our headquarters for now.
Kidney Boyz headquarters.
Headquarters right here. We run a couple things out here. So hopefully you can see some of these pictures scrolling through the background better than what I'm seeing on the phone currently.
If not, you also see it on the
Facebook
it's
page,
on our
right?
Facebook. Yep.
Yeah,
It is on our Kidney Boyz Facebook, our Kidney Boyz Instagram.
Yep.
All things. So it's pretty cool. It was a real good time.
It was a fun time. Yeah.
Nice turnout.
I enjoyed it a lot.
It's always awesome seeing a lot of old friends.
Yeah, definitely great weather.
That you don't get to see. Yeah, the weather really did
It
turn
wasn't
out well.
raining and freezing cold. It was last year when I did this.
Yeah, usually it's then when you go over that bridge, you basically become an icicle. So
Yeah.
it was really nice for it not to be an icicle.
Definitely.
But yeah, I had a great time.
Yeah.
You had a great time.
Yeah.
You missed breakfast
I
post game.
did miss breakfast post game. I had to feed my
I
newborn.
tore that thing up.
I would have. I appreciate you tearing up for me.
I tore it
my
up.
newborn. As soon as I got home, my newborn was hungry, and my other daughter had a picture from CCD. So we had to figure that stuff out. So I had to stay home with her, and then by the time I was done with her, you guys already said, "Hey, we got seat for it. There's no place for you." I said, "All right, not a problem."
Well, that's because the waiter man was really mean.
He's rude. Always.
We put the 10. We had 10 down there, and we sat down. He goes, "What are you all there doing?" And I said, "Oh, they ain't here."
He said they're on their way.
Yeah, and he said, "Nope, I'll find you a smaller table." And then he pushed it to a smaller table.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't tolerating that noise. But Yeah, so
it is what it
so
is. You know, we usually do a lunch afterwards, so you know.
Donor Dash was a hit.
It was a success.
The shirts are dirty good.
Yeah, I really like these shirts a lot. So again, thank you Nicole for that. We came with the design, and then she got them taken care of for us. So this is a part of our job we do. We also do design work for ourselves.
Oh, that's what that number is. Is that the number you sent me by accident yesterday?
Probably that's what it was.
Yeah. Okay.
So
speaking of, I'm not just weirdly talking here.
So we're jumping in number 2. So yeah, Donor Dash was a success. It was great. So let's jump into the honor the gift. Well, they didn't give that this year, by the way.
No,
at least I was kind of disappointed. Like usually with the shirts, but you know we didn't get them. But you know we still have them from last year's. Sure. They're not too bad. I like the ones from last year better because they're not green. I'm not a huge fan of green.
Well, I guess that's out the window for the green shirts next year.
I'll wear them. I'll wear it.
Well, that's what
we'll wear that often.
A couple of our members said we should have some bright ones.
They wanted bright. They wanted bright. I think it was Jen or whatever. So you see, Jen's daughter Haley was wearing the Donor Dash shirt in our pictures. So they were. You can see me posting the shirt out. And so they were really nice. Those shirts actually. Like I said, they lived the same design as last year's, which is a fantastic shirt. And they just changed the color up. I mean, last year's shirts were really nice. They sold out of those. So yeah, I said great time, fun time. And then, so speaking of numbers, we were talking about honor the gift. We talked about that in our last podcast about a month ago. That was done on the 21st, so about almost a month to the day because we were on the 17th today. Yeah. And so we announced there was 2,777 signatures for this bill to be passed. If you don't remember the bill, you want to run it through real quick?
Honor the gift. It's basically in a gist of it. It is because after 3 years we are considered cured as far as the government and all think. So after 3 years you lose your Medicare and paying for your medications becomes a big issue. So basically what Honor the Gift is trying to do is we're trying to pass this law that we're taken care of for life as far as our medications, at the least it's medications. Yeah. Like those kind of things are just they're taken care of because we don't have a choice. We have to take these medicines for the rest of our life, and then people who can't afford it are trying to like ration their medication by not taking the right dose, and they're losing their organs and dying. Yeah. So it's not like a pity us thing or something like that. It's a real life issue. It's a real issue that more people are alive right now. Less people need multiple transplants if you don't have to worry about rationing your pills.
Medication and you're taking the right dose.
Right. So you're going to take everything as you're told because you can, not because if I just do one tack row here and one tack row here instead of 2 and 2, I'm at least getting some tack row in my system. It doesn't work that way. There's a reason they have a certain amount coming to you. Yeah. So basically, this is all we want to do with this is you get the signatures, you make Congress and all, you make them all aware of what we're doing, and hopefully this year finally get it passed. As I'm told that they do it every time they can, and it gets shot down before it even hits to the floor.
Next level. So we're in the signing stage right now. We keep posting about it. We're going to keep posting about it.
And it'll be the ads you see on Facebook. You'll see our beautiful faces.
Yes, we are on there.
Whenever you see our beautiful faces, you know it's us.
Click, sign, subscribe, tell your friends and family members in there. Tell them to tell their friends and family members so we can keep this going on. We had thrown a number out. I said I wanted to double this number. I said it shouldn't be that hard to double this in a month. Well, apparently it was because we didn't even get 1,000 more. So it's kind of sad to see that we couldn't get more signatures on this.
But it's not over.
No, it's not. There's still time. But we're trying to raise this awareness. I would like to see this number double. Obviously, that would be fantastic and great. It was our hope to have that go there. It hasn't gone that far. But maybe this one at least grew, and that's what matters. It grew from last month to this month. But I think we need to continue with this word because I don't want it to die down. Mm-hmm. So currently, as of tonight, when we started recording this, it was at 3,586 signatures.
Which is up from, 2,777 from last month?
So just under 1,000, so about 800.
I feel like we definitely can do more, guys.
Yeah.
When I say it takes, what does it take, a minute if you type slow?
If you type slow, a minute.
If you type slow, it takes a minute. If you're the old person who does the finger types.
Your name, your last name, where you live, I think that's about it.
Yeah, like your city. You don't have to put your city or whatever. You can just put your state or something like that.
Yeah, I already flipped it, so it's
So
off.
it's not impossible, guys. And you don't have to have had a transplant. You don't have to have anything. You put your first letter, your last name. Like your identity is not even like.
Or your first name and your last initial. I think it is. It's nothing crazy. You don't need to go give your identity out. Whatever we can do, we will address this next episode as well next month because we want to see his number grow. If it doubles, obviously we'll be ecstatic. Because again, this means a lot to us. It means a lot to our community, to the community in general.
Yep, the transplant community really it's just.
If they can do it for kidney and all that kind of stuff, hopefully
If anyone, guys, like transplant community, this is one of them times we need to get out there. It's a couple seconds here. It's a couple seconds.
Yeah, it's
it doesn't take you pretty much any time at all. This is an opportunity to help us in the long run.
Exactly.
Honestly.
So. I said we've been sharing it. We share it with coworkers and stuff like that, and we're hoping that the word can keep spreading, and all of you can keep spreading that word. Since we have a lot of people we know that listen to this, not just in our local area, but we do have some support from one of our biggest supporters in Sarah Miller. So I know she's pushing it.
Yep.
And since I transitioned into that pretty well, I think I got that pretty good. I got that segue pretty good down.
I like it.
Why don't you bring up this one?
So our number one fan, Miss Sarah Millard, she found her donor. She was on the transplant list for 17 years. She just found her donor not too long ago. I remember her telling me how excited she was to actually to go and meet her for the first time, which that has to be crazy. Her donor family.
She didn't meet her donor.
Yeah, her donor family. She was so excited about this, and because and that has to be. We've had living donors, and ours have been parents or relatives. So it's that the bond you have there is insane. But I can only imagine meeting the person. To you, it's a stranger. Yeah. And you're gonna meet that person who's somebody in her family, and this donor family member here went through such pain in her life, but found that. With that came, such a wonderful gift out of such a tragedy. And especially someone like Sarah, she's such a kind-hearted person, good-willed person. She's really someone who does light things up when she walks in. She is that kind of person that she wants to lift everybody up, and that a second chance at life. That's exactly she really does embody what that means.
Not taking anything for granted.
No, so she met her donor's mother, as her donor is deceased. So she met Ruth Senna, her daughter.
Apologies if we're saying that wrong, by the way.
Yeah, we apologize for that. And her daughter, Leticia Marie Senna, is who gave her kidney after she had passed away.
She died of an asthma attack.
Yes,
that's what I remember.
So Sarah. Gave her a gesture, because as anything, when you receive something like this, it's very, very hard to really pay anybody back for something like that.
You can't really.
It's insane, you can't pay them back, but sometimes you have to pull a gesture out to really show I know I mean it, this is really something.
Yeah, for us, being that I was living donors and it was family members, we both got
tattoos.
We got tattoos for our family members and support, and got their names, or I got my dad's signature on my arm as well with the tattoo of the kidney, and you got your mom with the kidney on it. So we did that, but again, we could do that. That
was our version.
Yeah, that was our giving back to them, along with telling every day how appreciative we are of the gift that they've given us. But for Sarah, she had to do something a little bit different here, and it was a lot, I think, for her.
So she gave away her prized possession, which is her cart shooting rodeo champion belt buckle. I saw it on Facebook. It's really cool looking. It's really
I saw
cool.
the picture on the phone.
And for her to give something that that's a championship trophy, basically. That's basically a championship trophy.
It's like her fourth champion. This one she won 3 months after receiving the kidney from.
So that's definitely
from Ruth's daughter. So this meant a lot more to her.
So it's definitely mystery kidney. Mystery kidney at work. That's what she always has called it. Was mystery kidney.
There's always a mystery kidney.
So mystery kidney. That one's basically the one that her daughter helped her win.
Right, yeah. 3 months out of transplant, she went and won this. So
to go and give that to Ruth was had to be an incredible moment, and a really just probably if you're in the room,
an overwhelming moment. Yeah,
you probably were not dry-eyed.
Not
You know
at
what I'm
all.
saying? You had to be, but
even reading the story, I mean,
that's the
she
person.
worked up,
That's the kind of person that Sarah is, and it's amazing for Ruth to come along for that ride now. As that's an incredible person to be a part of a donor family like that and do something like that. So congrats again, Sarah. That's awesome as always.
Fantastic. Finally be able to meet your donor family.
We're glad you were able to do that. So we have some other things flopping around here.
Yeah, which one? We want to hit on this or this first? Finish with this or finish with that?
We'll do this one first, my friend.
This one?
Yeah.
All right. So tomorrow, right? We're doing this.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, Jeff and I received an email from the
president of the no.
That wasn't the president.
Okay.
No, I don't know if I accept that. I'm sorry. I don't know. We received an email from Alex, who reached out to us, who we've talked with. We met him when we were in San Francisco.
Right? Retreat. Yep.
And they want to interview us for Transplant Nation. So if you subscribe to that magazine, I think it comes out every quarter.
Yeah. It's an annual.
It's an annual. Yeah. So I think I'm pretty sure every quarter comes out. So I think this will be. I'm not sure if it'll be part of. I don't know if you know as much. I don't know if it's going to be for their third installment or the fourth. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, I haven't really. She hasn't given us like a full.
But I know they have. They've only released 2 that I'm aware of.
It's at 2 o'clock.
It's at 2 o'clock our time tomorrow.
Thank you.
So we're doing an interview, and you got to call this number.
I have to
put
call
that
them.
number. You call them on this number. It's a conference call. We're on a conference call, man.
See how much official we're getting?
We're getting official, but we have an interview, which is exciting for us. We're super excited.
I'm going into an office too. Like in my office, I'm going into one of the offices. I'm sitting in a small conference
I'm walking
room
outside.
Conference call.
I'm gonna see if I can use a conference room for my conference call.
I'm going to tell my boss.
Guys, I need a conference room for my conference call. But no, we're super excited. As you can tell, this is pretty cool for us. We'll be in the Transplant Nation magazine. I don't know if it'll be a feature story or what it's gonna be about.
Whatever it is, it will be featured.
About that, I don't know, the gift campaign. I'm assuming as well.
Yeah.
So we're super duper excited to be able to be a part of this
like
process
I said,
again.
That you can hear in the beginning. I mean, this is honestly something we're super passionate about, and that we really want to put our imprint on to really get it to go through. So, this is just another way. And doing this interview with them is going to be pretty cool.
We're super excited.
Yeah.
Like, we're happy that they continue to reach out to us and do stuff. So
keep it up. Everybody should have a voice, man. You guys gotta have a voice to be able to do this kind of stuff. It's part of we got such a great gift. We can't waste it.
Exactly. Like Sarah, she's giving back and doing what she can and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, she's a very positive person to be around when you see her. She lives at the room, and we just try to same thing. We don't take our gift for granted either. That's why we do what we do with this, with the music, with wherever we can, with media outlets, stuff like that, and wherever they want it, wherever everyone wants us to be. If we can be there, we're going to try and be there. And show support for the community and whatever we can do to help raise more awareness.
Yep.
So we'll be doing that interview. So. If we get more information after the interview tomorrow, maybe we'll be able to tell you in the next podcast what episode, which issue it'll be in.
Yeah, we'll have more information next month by that. Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff, and hopefully, if you do subscribe, it's not that much for the annual subscription at all. You can also put ads in there if you wanted to.
Yep.
I know I was looking at that. They have different ads. You can do an annual for the 1 year, the quarter. They have all different pages and stuff like that. So it's all about transplantation, stuff like that. So it's a good magazine to get a hold of. So if we'll let you know more about when the issue will be handed out. If you want to pick one up, we'll have that information. Probably we'll link that on our Facebook and probably talk about it next month as well.
Yep.
And then the other thing we have.
I guess to finish it off. We're gonna swing for the fences as we end the show here.
We're swinging for the fences.
Yeah, man, it's baseball season. I came from Phillies game.
Why can't we just hit a 3?
Hit a 3.
Because we'll play in Brooklyn. We're going to be in Brooklyn.
Well, we beat the New York Mets today.
And
we beat
the Brooklyn Nets 2 days ago.
And we're going to try to beat them again tomorrow.
Yes.
And we're going to be in Brooklyn right before we get there.
We will win the series before we
get
there.
So
we're wearing jerseys while we're down there. It's going to be bad.
So
we're jabbing on down
we're here jibber jabbering about is we're going to be performing. Something we have not done in a little while. Which is,
in San Francisco.
Excited. Yeah, it's been like, what, 2 months since we've actually...
3 months.
Oh my God, it's
January, right?
Months
we did it in January, didn't we? Beginning, end of January, I thought we did it. So February, March, April, May. It'll be 4 months since we've last performed.
All right, so 4 months in between
So,
performances.
that's
guys,
fine.
AKA,
So,
that means...
if you need us to perform, hit us up.
That means the next time you guys want to, need a performance, you should hit us up.
Yeah, we're down. Like I said, any way we can help out.
We don't get the rusties,
Yeah, and we think, we think a lot. We feel a lot about our music and what it can bring to any situation, and all that kind of stuff.
If we're needed, guys, honestly, it's one of the things that
hit us up on
outside
Facebook,
of like work
Twitter.
being in the way, we can clear our schedules to do something like that because
it's not
we love doing it. It's amazing for us to do, and if it
we
touches,
think
it
it
helps.
can touch people and help people if they actually hear the music and know where it's coming from for different events. If we could have performed at the Donor Dash, I think it would have been great. We could have spread more awareness to the people that were there, since there were a ton of people there. But if there's any events that any of you are hosting some of that, and you want us to be a part of, and we can clear our schedule for it, we're definitely up for it. We're here because we love to do what we love to do here and raise more awareness. But speaking of that, like Jeff was alluding to, and we were just joking about, we will be in Brooklyn on May 5th. That's Sunday. To perform at the event. Well, the event is called the New York CKD Champions, which stands for Chronic Kidney Disease.
Bang. They proudly present the 3rd annual Thriving Not Just Surviving Cultural Arts Showcase.
Hey, you were good that time. I'm proud of you.
Look at that. I had a real mean word, cultural. I was like,
cultural.
My tongue wasn't.
I had to up the cultural,
So
he has to be more culturally sound for stuff.
I got it. I'm now. I'm locked in.
But yeah, we're gonna be there performing. So that'll be super excited to be a part of this event in general. We're gonna be there for the whole thing. It's from 3 o'clock in the afternoon to 7 at night. So like I said, we're gonna be there for the whole thing. Not just perform, but to be a part of this whole situation. We're not just show, perform, and leave. That's not what we do. We're not about that.
And there's honestly, and it's not, I would say, like open to the public because you do need tickets, but tickets are free.
Yeah.
So guys, if you want to come, if you wanted any of that, and you can make it to Brooklyn, please DM us on our Instagram or our Facebook.
Yep.
I will do my best to get to you fast as possible. I can get you the link to register for tickets, and I can get you any other information you need as far as like venue and everything else if you want to attend. It should be a pretty awesome time. It's the kind of show like it's to honor more of the people who are on dialysis still, above all, because I think sometimes when we celebrate the gift and all that, we sometimes lose track of the fact that there are people who didn't get it yet. And as far as kidneys go, you're on dialysis. You're just sitting on that thing 3 days a week at least for most people. 2 or 3 days a week.
Home care, which is every day, which is 6 times a day, something like that. So
like that's something that people are doing a lot. And I know, personally, just from this past time I did it, a year, 2 years ago?
Come on, 2 years now.
2 years almost. Yeah. Those times are not the best times. They really aren't, and they can put you in a pretty dark place because it's weird having something wrong with you that doesn't have an end. Like because you don't know if you're going to get that life-saving transplant, and sometimes you don't know, and you'll have your days where you just feel like you might never get it, and you're so let down by it sometimes, and think that you're not going to get it. It never happens. Mm-hmm. So this event really is to show like people that, guess what? The people on stage performing, the people on stage talking, the people on stage doing all these things, they're survivors. They have gone through it. They've come out the other side. It works. It happens. We know it. Trust me, it does happen. Sometimes the wait is way longer than it needs to be. Hence why we're trying to push the awareness in general. Because you shouldn't have to wait 17 years to get your life-saving kidney.
Yeah, exactly.
It shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't take
our manager Nicole. She is a living donor.
Right. She gave to her pastor.
To her pastor. She felt the need to do that, and she did. And that was just her wanting to help somebody out. Yep. Any one of you can do that. Like I said, it was our parents that gave to us. But again, she gave to her pastor. We've talked about other people just are part of the program to just give the kidney to somebody who needs one. That's what it's all about. And seeing this kind of stuff, it means a lot. That I personally haven't gone through dialysis, but I know I've known Jeff for about forever now, feels like, in a day. We're basically family. I was here when he was going through dialysis, and it's not an easy, whether it was on him or family and friends. It's not something, you take lightly, and you feel connected to the person no matter what. So, as I said, we've been each other's support, from the day we met. And, I said, yes, I didn't go through it personally, but I felt like I did because I was here for Jeff and I've always been here. And, so we've been here for each other. So anything we go through, we feel connected in that realm of, what it's like.
Yeah.
So, we understand that. And if you can't make it, that's okay. Not everybody is local.
Right. We're not local. I mean,
yeah.
We're traveling from Philly to Brooklyn, but
a few hours.
If you're in Brooklyn, if you're around Brooklyn, if you're in Jersey, some people have better means than others.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you travel to Brooklyn, travel to Brooklyn.
Yeah, if you want, if you have the money to, hey,
support's an awesome thing. So like I said, DM us in either our Facebook or Instagram.
Yep.
And let us know you want the information and all that, and I will gladly send you all the information necessary. I'll try to put it up on the Facebook on our public wall there, so you can just go through it. But honestly, any questions or concerns you have let us know.
To the page and we'll be able to help you out.
The more the merrier.
Yeah.
We want to grow this thing. Dawn and the great people who got in contact with us about this. This is the third one, and they said it's grown each time, and they want to really they want to make this like a thing that when you hear about it, people know what it is, and it builds by the year. So that's our part, man. That's our duty. We want to make this thing bigger this year, so that next year is even bigger.
Yep, and just keep growing that more and more.
Right, until we're in Madison Square Garden.
Yep, that's what we want to be. We're in Madison Square Garden. That's exactly what we want to do next in a couple of years. But again, if you can't make it, what I wanted to allude to is Facebook Live broadcast from Urban Health Outreach Media with Steve Belcher. Yeah. He was the man who interviewed us about 2 months ago, I want to say. I guess technically we performed live on that.
That is true.
But it wasn't
a performance.
It wasn't a full performance, but it was an acapella performance, yes. Well, not really, because we had the beat playing in the background. So
no, it was not acapella.
But either way, so yeah, we did. But so Steve, who had interviewed us, he's going to be there as well. He's going to do some live podcasts or interviews while he's there, as well as streaming this whole event live on Facebook. So if you can't make it because you're not in the area, maybe you're ill and you wanted to make it but couldn't make it, this will be streamed live on Facebook so that everyone can attend that wants to attend to see what this event is truly about and maybe be able to grow this even more like we talked about. Like I said, it's just this type of event. We're there to do any type of event that is really needed. So we're super excited to see this for its third annual event and see, what we can bring and what we can learn and where we can help out wherever we can.
Exactly. Do you have anything else floating around this?
That's all I can think of. That's all I can think of.
I feel like that's a good place to end the podcast.
It is. So next time you hear from us, we will have performed.
Yes,
and
we will have a review of Brooklyn.
Yep. Well, I don't know how much Brooklyn we're
A
reviewing.
little bit of Brooklyn. There's some news.
We may be getting kicked out. We're in such a jersey down there.
Yeah, there might not be a performance.
We may not make it back. We'll see. But
there'll be that. As always, there's always little things that we're talking about, negotiating. There's things on the horizon.
There are things we're working on.
Maybe by next month we'll have some more information on some of these things. Again, we promise we're gonna have new music. We promise.
We are. We're
a lot going on.
We got different things. We keep busy. We try and do other things.
We have
outside of it.
We have a lot going on, but we are
passionate about the music as always, and we are looking to do some more music in this realm as well as some other stuff that we're doing outside of the realm. But
definitely some realm music.
Realm in this realm, that realm, another realm. Could be another world. Could be Avengers Endgame. I don't know where we're at now.
Different multiverses.
We got a bunch of them. So we keep busy, but we are trying to do some more stuff. And hopefully, like I said, we have some things in the work in our mind that we're working on. We'll reach out to some different people. So hopefully we can bring more of what we've been talking about to light, and it will have come to fruition into things that we've been trying to do with not just our music, but just the ideas we've had with what we've been trying to accomplish in this whole thing.
Yeah.
So I think for that, you have anything else to attend to?
I bet you would do, man.
We bid him a do.
Yeah.
We bid him a do. Different podcast.
No, I don't. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
So Donor Dash success. Congrats to Sarah. And of course, interview tomorrow. We'll have a review of that next time. And of course, the CKD Thriving, not just surviving, Cultural Arts Showcase is going to be May 5th, 3 to 7, Brooklyn, New York. So again, any information you need, DM us on the Kidney Boyz, either the Facebook page or Instagram.
Yep. Hit us
Anything
up.
else?
That's about it.
We'll see you next month,
yep.
guys.
See you next month, and hopefully I have more for you. Everyone, stay healthy.